Using an influencer can be a great way to reach a lot of people quickly and make sales, but they can also be a complete waste of money even if they have an impressive number of followers. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to find influencers, how much you can expect to pay, and tell you what things to look for when searching for an influencer that will actually get you conversions. Before we get into the video, if you like videos about winning products, dropshipping, Shopify themes, apps, and tutorials, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. Now, let's get into the video. If you are someone that believes that the number of followers an influencer has is the main thing you should look at, you will end up wasting a ton of money. It is a complete myth that if a person has a lot of followers that it automatically means that they will be able to sell to their audience. It's simply not true. If you look at this article from Insider, it tells about an influencer that had 2.6 million followers and launched her own clothing brand. She flew out a photographer for a professional photo shoot, paid a makeup artist, rented out a photo studio, sent out PR packages, invested all this time and money into her launch, and in the end couldn't even sell 36 t-shirts. This was the minimum number of products the fulfillment company she chose required in order to start production. In the end, she had to refund everyone who did purchase because, again, she didn't meet the minimum order requirements. So often we think if my photos were more professional looking, then my products would sell, or if my website looked better, then I would make sales. Well, here was someone who did all the right things. She had professional photos, videos, had over 2 million followers, but in the end, very few people purchased her product. All that to say, a high number of followers doesn't necessarily mean that you can expect a good return on your investment. It would be way better to go with someone who has fewer followers but has an engaged audience that matches your target audience, rather than an influencer with a high number of followers with poor engagement and an audience that doesn't match the target market for your product. When you're looking at influencers, check their posts. Are people liking their posts? Are they commenting? Also look at the comments and see if the creator has responded to the comments. This is a good indicator as to what type of a relationship the influencer does or doesn't have with their followers. Views are going to vary from post to post, but in general, does the number of views reflect their follower count? For example, if a person has 10,000 followers but only has 100 views per post, this would raise a red flag. Knowing about the influencer's audience is really important. You want an audience that aligns with your target market. You want to know things like their age, gender, location. Location is especially important if you only ship to certain countries. It does you no good to pay an influencer that has a US-based audience if you only ship within Canada. This is one of the most important factors, and that is to go with an influencer that is in your niche. So for example, if you sell a pet product, it would be smart to go with a pet influencer. The people who follow that page are likely people who either have the same pet or like something about the pet, so chances are they will like whatever the influencer is offering. What you don't want to do is go with someone that is known for, say, beauty or makeup, and then have them present a pet product to their audience. Even if they have a large engaged audience who, sure, some may have pets and could ultimately be interested in your product, their audience followed or subscribed to them because they're interested in makeup, not pet products. So finding someone in your niche would be a better fit. Now that we know what we are looking for, let's get into how to find these influencers. First, start with your product. So for example, say I sell this dog sofa bed. It's for dogs, so let's start there. If I was on Instagram, I'd go to the search bar and I'd start typing in #dog, and then I'd go through and see what stands out to me. I wouldn't go with #dog because that's too broad and I don't want to sift through millions of posts. But something like #dogmom or #dogmodel or #doginfluencer would suggest that these are the kinds of accounts that are interested in working with companies. From there, you take a look at the photos and see if anything catches your eye, and then investigate a few accounts for engagement, views, followers, all of those things I outlined. And then in a Google Doc, write down their account name so you can follow up later, or you can DM them on the spot. That one was pretty easy because it was niche specific, but if you sell a more general product, something like this moon projection lamp, then you'd want to go with someone that could stage your product really nicely. For example, a mom influencer could set this up in her son's room. To find her, you might start with hashtag mom and then again scroll through and find some hashtags that would work. Ones like hashtag mom style, hashtag mom blogger, or hashtag mom of three. The idea here is to sift through photos and find someone who looks like an influencer or someone who fits the mold of who your target audience is. Alternatively, if having nice photos or videos of your product is what you're interested in, you could approach an interior designer or someone who has a nicely decorated home and ask them for a deal where they take a photo or a video but don't actually post it to their account, but rather just provide you the usage rights to post the photos and or videos on your website and social media accounts. Last, but probably the one you are most curious about, is price. What can you expect to pay for these influencers? Influencer Marketing Hub put out a really informative article on influencers. I'll have it linked in our description box. They've broken influencers down into categories. They start with nano influencers, which are people with 1,000 to 10,000 followers, and then go right up to mega influencers, which are people with over 1 million followers. In the article, they also break down pricing by platform. So for example, for Instagram, for a nano influencer, which is someone with 1,000 to 10,000 followers, you would be looking at $10 to $100 per post. If you were going with a mid-tiered influencer, that is someone with 50,000 to 500,000 followers, you would be looking at $500 to $5,000 per post. This isn't going to accurately reflect everyone's pricing, but it's great to get some sort of general idea as to what the expectation is. Some people are happy to receive a product in exchange for a post, while others will find that offensive, so it really depends. The pricing varies depending on which platform as well, so to see what the prices are for Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube, make sure to read the article. Again, I have it linked in our description box. I think the safest thing to do is to write the influencers a really genuine, thoughtful email or DM and tell them you're interested in partnering with them and ask them what their rate is. You can always negotiate if you feel it's too high. There is so much more to say on this topic. If you'd like to see a part 2 or have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video and want to see more content like this, you can let me know by giving this video a thumbs up or leaving me a comment down below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. We post a lot of time-sensitive content such as winning products and updates that affect you, so turning on notifications for this channel will let you know as soon as we upload.